I'm Victor, and in this video, I'm going to cover AirBNB. They just had their Q1 earnings, and the earnings were excellent. I'd like to tell you about this fast growth company that is transforming the travel industry by providing vacation rentals around the world. There's three things I look for in an investment. First, I want a discount on the investment. I want to see my investment go up over time. And a good way to do that is to get an initial investment when I buy those shares. Two is I want the company to be operated and performing well. And I want to know it's the right time to buy. Let's take a look at AirBNB, and I'll give you my opinion on this company. Q1 earnings were excellent. They grew revenue by 70%. They grew the number of nights that were booked. They grew the gross value per booking. So it was just an excellent quarter all the way around on the top line of their income statement. In addition, they shared that they had just great free cash flow produced in the quarter, $1.2 billion. That's one of the things that really attracted me to AirBNB. They're a new company with high growth, tremendous growth, generating free cash flow. Very unique combination. Love being an owner of AirBNB. The other thing they provided is some outlook. They're going to eclipse this spring levels from 2019. So very encouraging that just the amount of travel, the demand for short-term rentals, vacation rentals is really high. Second thing, they're guiding for revenue in the second quarter of 2022 to be between 2.03 billion, 2.13 billion. I got the details on Q1 2021. It was 1.3 billion. So if they hit the lower end of that range, they'll grow 54% in Q2, comparing Q2 22 to Q2 21. Again, great growth out of this awesome company. AirBNB had their initial public offering in January of 2021. So they just have been publicly traded a little over a year. And if you had bought when they first came out and held on, you'd be up 4%. Not a great return. That doesn't include that they're up in the after hours trading because their earnings were good. So you might be up about 8%, since you bought when they IPO'd. Looking at year to date, they're down about 16%. And it offered up really good points to buy on dips with AirBNB, and I have been doing so. I probably doubled my position in 2022 of AirBNB by buying on dips, and I'm really glad I did so because this Q1 earnings is just a really good piece of news, and I think the stock's going to really rally. I believe that AirBNB has a very big discount currently, and here's why. Their growth is proven. They're growing 70% if you compare Q1 2022 to Q1 2021. I'm only considering that they're going to grow 50% in the next 5 years. So it's less than what they are achieving. And then long-term 15%. I'm using a discount rate of 8%. They have a tremendously strong balance sheet. But even though high interest rates are around us, so I'm using a high discount rate. Using their free cash flow that they reported for the last completed year. And if I take that and look at the expected free cash flows over the next 20 years, provide a net present value calculation, I believe the company is worth really about $213 billion, but their market cap currently is $92 billion. So there is a big difference between valuation of free cash flows on Airbnb and where the market's putting them. I think part of it is they're new, so there's less comfort in a newer company. Part of it is the market's really down on growth companies, especially like the Pelotons of the world that have just, crashed and burned. I'm not going to argue that, companies like that maybe deserve that valuation, but Airbnb is unique. They're generating free cash flow. They are providing a unique proposition to the marketplace, and they are the best company in their category. So this is one of my big bets. I'm buying as much stock as possible. And this is already one of my top 10 positions in my portfolio. And I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't one of my top 3 positions by the end of 2022. Airbnb's performance is exceptional. Just full year growth completed for the year completed in 2021, 77%. They're the #1 vacation rental company by a big margin. They're becoming the Google, like Google is in search, Airbnb is in vacation rentals. They are just the name that everybody knows. Their name is used as a verb, as a noun within this space. They have a massive addressable market that continues to get larger and larger as homeowners want to put their place on Airbnb, either make some additional income by home sharing their home or providing additional income in the form of short-term rentals by renting out a full property or dwelling. In 2022, I covered that they grew 70% Q1. They produced $1.5 billion in just Q1. They're providing guidance of 54% growth in Q2. My outlook, again, I owned and operated 2 vacation rentals here in Southern California. Got to know Airbnb from an owner of 2 short-term rental properties, got to know them as well as their competitors, and they are clearly the dominant player in this space. And the short-term rental market is a fast growth market. It's just growing everywhere, especially remote areas. So their growth is just incredible, and their addressable market is massive. This is the dominant company in short-term rentals, and I believe they're going to continue to grow very quickly in 22, 23, 24, and onto the future. So Airbnb's scorecard is a positive one. You can definitely get a discount on this stock. I'm getting a discount every time I buy, especially on dips. Really glad that I really bought a lot of shares this year because I think they're going to begin to rally beginning tomorrow. The company is operated by the best people in the industry that really have vision of where the industry for vacation rentals is going, the travel industry, the new preferences, the new markets that exist in travel. The team at Airbnb is second to none in the industry, and their performance is awesome. So big check mark on that item. And it is a great time to buy Airbnb because the market has been beaten down in 2022. We had a very tough April 22 where stocks were just beaten down. So it's a great time to buy the best of the pack and own those companies for the long haul. Airbnb is going to be one of those companies, along with Google, Facebook, companies like that, Chevron, that those are the companies I really want to own because I think they're going to be worth so much more money in the future. So this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not recommending that you buy any stock. I'm not recommending you buy Airbnb or any other stock that I've mentioned. I like to share my experience as I invest in companies. I'm an investor of Airbnb, and I hope you found the video interesting. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do me a favor and hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I create a new video. Thanks again for watching, and good luck investing in 2022.